Welcome to the 12 makes of Christmas. Hi everyone, I'm Hales and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Vlogmas, I should say. I'm taking part in Vlogmas this year and I'm going to be doing a series called the 12 makes of Christmas. So as this is the 1st of December, this is make number 1 and the clue is here. It's all about Christmas wreaths. If you want to stay tuned for what the other 11 makes are, and I would like to know probably what the other 11 makes are, then make sure you hit subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for all the videos which are going to be coming throughout this month at probably random times because I'm not that organised. So in case you're wondering why I'm at this really strange angle, it's so you can see me and so you can see the desk. So I've set myself up in my dining room because that's probably the best place I can get for filming. So you'll just have to bear with me for this strange angle, so hopefully you can see everything. Now I'm using a hot glue gun. Oh, and by the way, make number 1 is not very sew heavy. There is a sewing element in there, so don't be disappointed. So don't give me any thumbs down if you're tuning in for a completely sewn Vlogmas, because it's not going to happen. But I do have garment making on plans throughout the month as well, so this won't all be hot glue gun items, but for those of you who are interested, stay tuned. Okay, so I have and it's quite noisy probably on camera as well, so I have a polystyrene ring, and this one is a wreath which is 35 centimetres, 350 millimetres diameter, and this was from Hobbycraft. And it actually has grooves all the way around it for little sections. And what I've done, because it came with like a grubby mark on it, I have marked out in pencil here and here, just here, this is going to be one section of the wreath. So basically the whole thing is going to be covered, so no one's going to see it anyway. But I have marked out a section of what kind of colour I want. This one I'm going to do for our dining room. I will put a picture in of what I've got up on the wall at the moment because it's an autumn wreath, so I'm going to look to change that. It's quite, where I'm sitting now leads into like my sewing area, which is our conservatory. It's all open, which is quite a light, airy space, so a quite open plan. So I thought I would have a colour scheme of the sort of Scandinavian Nordic colours. So we've got a lot of reds and greys going on here. And stay tuned, I will show you and I'll make it and talk you through as I do it. Now I had some fabric, I had it in my stash for a while. I blocked my face and hopefully that's not gonna, oh there we go, focus. So like a Scandinavian print cotton, I think it's 100% cotton, and so I cut it into strips of bias binding and then just sewed them together. So I have quite a long strip here and quite a wide strip. So that is going to be one section. The rest of it is going to be, like the backing of it, is with this tape that I got as a satin ribbon. Oh, there we go. And that is from Hobbycraft, and I have 15 metres, and this was in a bargain bin for £1 and it was near the till. So I don't need all 15 metres. I have wrapped round just to check how much it would cover, and I think I'm good to go with this and some spare. So I'm going to do the ribbon, leave that white section, and then do my bias binding, and then I have some felt flowers. I will pan down, hopefully it's not going to mess up. Whoa, okay, you can tell this is day 1. Let's just pan that down, tighten up. So, oh, if anyone's tuning in for professional photography or anything, then you might want to skip over onto a different channel because that's not going to happen here. So I followed some tutorials, and this is a white sparkly felt. These are all felt flowers, and I will link the channel below in the description box of one which is really good and really simple, and one which I sort of followed. So I have these various flowers, they're fairly easy to make, and so I've got a couple of different shades of grey and white, and then I've got the red as well, and this one was a slightly different one I did, and that was with one of them I sort of padded out a little ball and then did the petals around it. I'm going back up again now so you're not just staring at my elbow. Oh, there we go. Ever the professional, not. Okay. So with this hot glue gun, it's not great because my husband got it from the middle aisle at Lidl. Anyone who shops the middle middle should I say. Also, when you have the glue gun, you can't pack it away when it has it has massive glue sticks, so you have to cut them off so you can then actually fit it in the case, but then it doesn't really push through very well, so sometimes you have to do it with 2 hands. But what I'm going to attempt to do, because this is literally the first time I've ever made a wreath like this, is that I'm going to wrap round, but I'm going to put some glue on the back so that it will stick onto the back. Otherwise, I'm worried that it will slip and then you'll see the white of the polystyrene. So, wish me luck. I also think that I need to probably, burn the edges of that one? Or I could do what I normally do, is I chicken out and then just get my pinking shears and then just like pink the end of it. So I am gonna go to the kitchen and I'm gonna see if I can maybe burn the end of it. No, I'm gonna chicken out, I'm gonna go and get my pinking shears. Okay, that is pinked. So now I can start. So I have to start on the back so that I can then wrap round. So I'm gonna just put a little bit of glue. Try not to burn my hand while I'm doing it. And see how it goes and where I'm lining it up for as well. I'm just gonna dab a few bits of glue and see if I can start it off. Because the last time I used a glue gun, I forgot how hot they get, and I removed the top layer of my skin off my thumb. Let's just put you up a smidge, there we go. Now, I'm gonna do this, but because so you don't get really bored, I'm gonna fast play through this. I'm still here. It's taken ages, and also the glue is eating into the polystyrene, so I'm now trying to glue onto the ribbon rather than the polystyrene because it's actually making a bit of a hole. So I'm going to put the stupid glue gun, and then you get all the stringy bits from the glue, so it's just a bit annoying. So I'm having to stick it on like that, flip it, and then of course the ribbon is coiling round and then I'm putting it through. This seemed like a good idea at the time. I thought I could make some to sell, not realising how long it would actually take me to like prep and get all the bits together. Anyone who sews for a living, I don't sew for a living, but anyone, that is really hot. Yeah, people never want to pay you for like really the hours and stuff. It goes into like crafting, and when you do things like this and someone says, oh, it's just glued on, that's easy enough to do. That's really easy. Actually, it's trying to like get it evenly spaced. Try not to lose a fingertip and make sure it's looks good. That took a lot longer than I thought, and also I've used up 15 meters of ribbon, and this is where the pencil mark is to do my bias binding, so I'm hoping that I've got enough bias to cover this white bit here, otherwise I'm a bit stuffed because that ribbon has all been used up and I don't have any more. Okay, let's get the bias binding in. Also, I think I've really burnt my finger. Oh dear, maybe this is the last glue craft that I will be doing forever, certainly this month. This is what it looks like so far. So I am going to, because where the end of the ribbon is, I've got a little tab here, so I really want to start back a bit and then overlap slightly just so it covers the end up, and just hope that I've got enough to cover that whole section with. So it should be easier on this bit with the glue because I'm just gluing it to the ribbon. Just a blob here, and then make sure I do it the right way. Yeah, that way around. Oh, that I can fit. That is so hot. I can feel that blistering up. Okay, maybe not a great idea. And then, oh, I was all tangled up. It's a mess, and it's not going. Oh, it hasn't stuck. Why isn't that stuck? Right. Now, because this isn't as slippery as the ribbon, I shouldn't have to glue it after each bit. And now I'm all in a tangle. Oh, for goodness sake. Christmas crafts with Hales. How not to do things. Oh no! Look how short I am of. That is so annoying. This isn't how it was supposed to go. I have some more fabric, so I'm gonna have to cut some more strips and sew them together for a tiny, tiny amount. That is uber annoying. Okay, to be on the safe side, I have cut 4 strips. I'm hoping that's going to be enough. I need to stitch them and then iron them, and then I'm back in business. Yay! Yeah, I made it. Isn't it funny how when I'm making clothes and I need bias binding, I actually buy bias binding from the shop, or sometimes I've waited to get stuff off eBay. Why don't I just make my own? I don't know. It's a strange one, isn't it? I'm sure many of you perhaps were the same as me and don't always make your own bias binding, but it's a lot nicer and it's a lot more pliable. Right, I am nearly done. You've probably tuned out from watching this now, and now that's too long, so I need to snip this. I'm hoping that my other videos will be a bit more interesting, so. But this sums up my sewing, basically, of how things go pear-shaped when I'm sewing clothes. So now you know. Welcome to a little insight into how my mind operates. Okay, that is that. Let me find the end of this silly thing and glue this bit on. Okay, so here is all ribbon, and then we have the bias binding here. So I just need to put the flowers on. Now I'm thinking about doing it so it's then flowers from maybe this bit then down. Flower number 1. This one I'm not sure because it has a really deep bit, and I think it's really going to stick out and maybe look a bit strange. So I'm just going to put some other bits on. Oh, that took a lot longer than I thought because I ran out of flowers. It didn't quite look right, so I've been cutting and gluing again, and now this is it. So I thought, my husband had a look and he said it needs a bit more white on there. So I'm afraid it's taken me so long, it has actually gone dark now. So that is the wreath, and then I just need to hang it, and then you can see what it looks like. So the wreath is finally done. Not as straightforward as I thought it would be, and I wasn't really prepared enough. I will learn. This is make number 1. I haven't got all 12 filmed, or even anywhere near filmed, so I'm certainly not one of those vloggers who has them already filmed and ready to go and they're really straightforward and really easy to do. That's not me. So if you want to find out and how things are going to work out throughout the month with all the different makes, and if I can make 12 things between now and Christmas, then please subscribe. stay tuned and I will see you again very soon with make number 2. Thanks for watching.